there's a huge trend right now that you can definitely get in on. The sooner the better, okay? In this video, I'm going to walk you through the key steps to building a profitable digital product business. You'll learn the actual strategies and tips you can use to create and sell digital products that really work. Now, I know there are a lot of videos on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and even TikTok telling you how to make it big. But here's the truth, 65% of these people haven't actually sold anything. Some of them are just out here trying to sell you their courses or stuff that really doesn't bring any value. I'm not here to throw shade at anyone, but let's be real. We're all in this to make money, right? The point is, I want you to wake up and realize there's a ton of info out there. Some of it will help you succeed, and some of it will waste your time with strategies that just don't work. Here's the kicker. Just this month, I made over 1 million selling digital products. And you're probably wondering, how the heck did I do that? Well, there are definitely some solid ways to make it happen, and I'm going to share them with you. Alright, now we're diving into the ultimate roadmap for creating and selling digital product. As a beginner, this step-by-step guide is exactly what you need. I'm talking about actionable strategies that'll take you from your very first idea all the way to making sales. And here's something I always stress. Having a roadmap or mind map for your business, your strategy or anything new you're trying to do is crucial, okay? A clear map or even a simple chart will help you know exactly what to expect along the way. And if you're wondering how to create that map, there are tons of AI diagram generators out there, many of which are free. Personally, I like using Wondershare eDraw because it's super robust, and you can see it has tons of ready-made templates to go with, right? Plus, their interface is user-friendly. Now, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Christine, and you're watching Christine Trends. But before we dive into anything else, let's talk about mindset. Believe it or not, this is the most important step. If you don't believe that you can make money online, then, well, you won't. You have got to develop that abundance mindset and really trust that you can create something valuable that people are going to want to buy, okay? And let's be real, consistency is your best friend in all of this. Whether you're posting on social media or launching your first digital product, staying consistent with your content and your efforts is absolutely essential for growing your audience. Now, one more thing. If you have been following my tutorials, you should know by now that I literally talk about using AI tools for every aspect of your business. So do not sleep on these AI tools I will be mentioning in this video, okay? I know a lot of people are still hesitant about them, but honestly, these tools have been trained with tons of data and techniques, so they are powerful resources and can help you make even better digital products as well as marketing them. Now, if you are one of those anti-AI people, it's time to put that aside and just embrace it, okay? Alright, now let's talk about step 2, which is understanding your audience, okay? You've got to know what your audience really wants and what they're afraid of. What are their goals? What keeps them up at night? Most persons are dreaming of financial freedom, being their own boss, traveling, exploring new cultures. Some folks want to learn how to manage their money better, while others just want to live life on their own terms. Then you've got the fears. Maybe they are worried about running out of money during retirement, or they want a solid financial plan so they don't end up broke. Others might just be looking for a productivity system to help them get more done, and the list goes on and on. It can be anything, really. Let me give you an example. If you take a look at this store right here, this lady is selling human hair vendor contacts. Obviously, human hair wigs business is a goldmine, and she's tapping into it. But here's the key. You can sell anything. Let's say you're good with editing tools like CapCut. You could create a how-to video showing new content creators how to use it. Package it up, market it well, and boom, you've got yourself a digital product. This is exactly what this lady is doing with her course that's priced at $57. And over here, she's also selling a camera settings course. Basically teaching people how to set up their cameras for content creation, which is super useful for creators. She's selling that for $37, and people are jumping on it because getting the right camera angles, lighting, and settings can be tricky without a guide. You see how simple it can be, right? But it's something that people need, and they're willing to pay for it. She's creating digital products around the content creation niche, and it's working for her. So, understanding your audience's desires and fears is key. If you can create products that speak directly to their struggles and offer real transformation, they'll be more than willing to invest in what you're offering, okay? Now, step three kind of ties into step two, but I really wanted to emphasize step two because, in my opinion, it's the most important one. All right, let's move on to step three, finding your niche and solving a real problem. Now, I'm going to leave a link to a file that lists some really profitable niches you'll definitely find interesting. But before we dive in, let's talk about how to actually pick your niche. A mistake a lot of new creators make is choosing broad categories like fashion or fitness. You want to get more specific, okay? The key is to start with something that's a part of your everyday life. Maybe it's a hobby, something you do at work, a life hack, or even a struggle you've overcome. Think about who you're trying to help. Are you helping busy moms, lost souls, students, parents with special need kids, small business owners? And what specific problem are you solving for them? Now, you must be able to answer this question. Identify a problem you can solve for them before you proceed, okay? For example, if you have a solid understanding of a certain topic, you can create an entire ebook around it. You don't need to write hundreds of pages. Honestly, a 50-page ebook can be more valuable than a giant one. People don't care about how many pages it is. They care about the info and how it solves their problems, okay? Now, when you're figuring out what your audience needs, think about their struggles. Are they dealing with time management, money management, or productivity issues? Do they need help improving their health or growing their business? Well, let's say you're a social media expert with a 9-to-5 job. You could easily create social media template guide for small businesses, right? Or even write an ebook on how businesses can leverage social media. Now, the goal here is to make sure you're offering a solution to a real pain point that your audience cares about. Take the mom niche, for example. It's super popular right now because new moms have specific things they want to learn, and I see a lot of persons focus on this niche. But there's money to be made in other niches too, like writing a guide on how to navigate a career or start a food business. There's always a need for information that solves real problems. Now, I know what you're probably asking. How do you market these digital products, right? Well, I totally get it. We'll get there soon. And guys, if writing ebooks, selling templates, or creating artwork isn't your thing, why not consider creating an online course? I know this sounds like a huge task, right? But trust me, it's not as complicated as some people make it seem. Big YouTubers might make creating online courses sound intimidating, but it's really not. Take a look at this Instagram page, for example. She's teaching high-skill topics, but not the super hard stuff like programming or machine learning. She's teaching basic data entry. And guess what? She's making crazy sales and even getting funding. So while you're sitting there wondering if this is possible for you, the first step is believing you can do it. And the cool part is you don't even have to be the one to teach the whole course. You can find an expert in the field you want to cover. I mean, someone who knows the topic better than you, and have them teach the course. This is a secret business model I just shared, and I hope this gives you a bit of clarity on how simple it can be to create a product and start making money from it. Here's the thing, while you are working on building your audience, it is ideal you should already be thinking about how you'll sell them your ebook or digital product someday, right? But here's a big tip. Don't rush into selling, even if you've just created your product. If you're not sure exactly what to create yet, hold off. The first step is building your audience. Whether it's through social media, blogs, newsletters, or videos, you need to start engaging with your potential customers. Share valuable content, ask for feedback in comment section, and get to know what your audience's needs are. What problems are they facing? What are they looking to solve? Okay? This will help you craft, it will help you craft a product that actually provides value. And when you do launch, you'll have a much higher chance of success. Now, the question is, how do you even build your audience? Well, there are several ways to do this, okay? But one of the most effective is leveraging the power of social media. Personally, I find Instagram and TikTok to be super efficient for gaining traction organically. Unlike YouTube, which requires a bit more effort, social platforms like IG and TikTok let you reach people pretty quickly. If you are on YouTube, though, Shorts can be a great option to explore as well, okay? Let me share my roadmap with you. When I started, I worked with influencers, okay? I paid a few high-profile bloggers and about 2 Twitter influencers who had massive engagement, and they sent traffic directly to my website. Of course, my social media pages were tagged as well, but my store was the main target. So the key here is understanding where your audience hangs out, what social media platforms they're most active on. For me, what really boosted my audience was having a lead magnet. Once people landed on my website or store, so to speak, I offered them a free course in exchange for their email address. That made a huge difference. Now, for those of you who might not be familiar, a lead magnet in marketing is basically something you give away for free in exchange for someone's contact info, usually their email address, okay? Now, there are also micro-influencer platforms where you can even hire influencers for as little as $50. Another effective strategy is running ads to your social pages. Ads allow you to reach a much wider audience, one that might not have ever come across your page. So when your ads are shown to people who are interested in what you have to offer, they're more likely to follow your page and even become part of your audience. I hope that helps clear up the process, right? You don't necessarily need to have a product ready to sell right away. Focus on building relationships with your audience first. However, this is still up to you to decide, okay? So while you're in the process of building your audience, gathering information, and doing research on what digital product to create, one thing you need to keep in mind is that the type of product you plan to create will influence the tools you use for content creation. As simple as this sounds, using the wrong tools can actually slow down your productivity and keep you stuck in circles of frustration. Creating content can definitely feel overwhelming, but that's where AI tools come in to level up your game. Tools like TopView AI and Simplified AI are total game changers. I mean, with just a simple description, these tools allow you to quickly generate social media posts, blog content, and even full-length videos with voiceovers. You don't need to be a pro at editing or video production to promote your products effectively. AI tools handle the heavy lifting so you can focus more on growing your business. But here's the thing, while there are amazing AI tools for content creation, you'll also need tools to help you create your digital products. Now, depending on what you're working on, platforms like canva.com are a must-have, okay? Canva is designed specifically to help you create various digital products that you can sell, whether it's ebooks, templates, or social media graphics. Canva makes it super easy to create polished professional content, okay? And the best part, it's built to help you make money, so you just need to decide what you want to create and get started. Now, I don't want to overwhelm you with too much information, but I think it's time I create a full video on how to create an online course. I'd love to know if creating an online course is something you'd like a dedicated video on. Let me know in the comments. I'll share some secret tips to help you get your course out there and make it a success using AI. Moving on, depending on your niche, showing your face on screen can actually boost your chances of success because it helps build trust with your audience. But I totally get it, okay? Not everyone is comfortable being on camera. If that's you, don't worry. You can still create content by cloning yourself, meaning you can create a digital version of you. Platforms like TopView AI, Hagen AI, and Verbo make this process super simple. The cool thing is, most of the videos you see online today are actually cloned versions of the creator. Seriously, no one will even be able to tell the difference. Now, I totally get that using AI tools might not be the most budget-friendly option for some persons, especially if you're just starting out. But trust me, you can still make this work. One simple trick is to do a voiceover. You don't even have to film yourself talking, just record your voice saying everything you want to share. Then you can film yourself doing random things without worrying about talking on camera, okay? That way, you'll have a voiceover paired with a random video of yourself. No need to look directly into the camera. It's a simple trick that still works, and it's a great way to get started if you're camera shy. Hopefully, you're getting the idea. You might want to save this tip for later so you can really digest it when you're ready to try it out. All right, now that you've gathered feedback from your audience, right, it's time to create your product based on what your audience has told you, okay? You want to develop something that directly addresses their needs. For example, if you're in the health niche, maybe you create an ebook with meal plans. What if you're in the tech space? It could be a course or a downloadable template. The key here is that your product needs to be something that people actually want to buy. Don't just create something random based on what you think might work. Focus on what your audience is asking for. Take a look at what this guy is doing. He's clearly in the finance and savings niche, and his offerings reflect that, right? Then there's another guy who focuses on design and uses Canva for creating content. He's selling templates and courses related to design with Canva. And here's another TikToker. He's all about food content, and now he's selling a cooking course for just $30 to his audience. If you've been following some experts in your niche, it's actually a smart move to model what's working for them. Take this finance guy, for instance. I'm sorry if I keep using him as a case study, but I've seen him grow from the ground up. As a beginner, the easiest way to succeed is to model what's already working for others, okay? Now, if you've got a niche in mind and you'd love to connect with a community where you can learn more, here's a trick. Go to Instagram, for example, type your niche or any relevant keyword into the search bar and click on the top accounts. Follow them, okay? And Instagram will start suggesting similar accounts and content. This way, you'll be able to follow along and see exactly how they're doing things. But if you're looking to speed up the process a bit, there are plenty of ways to find inspiration for your next digital product. So sites like Ask the Public, Quora, Google-related searches are great places to start. Just scroll to the bottom of the results page to see the related searches, okay? Also, don't forget to check out the comment sections of those competitors or similar accounts in your niche. All right. Now that you have got your product, the big question is, where do you sell it? Well, you have got a few options here, and there are some things to keep in mind. Platforms like Amazon, Etsy, and other similar sites already have built-in traffic that you can tap into to get your digital product in front of potential buyers, okay? With these third-party websites, all you have to do is upload your product, and you can start benefiting from their established audience, okay? And it's a great start for beginners, right? Plus, you can sell your product across multiple sites, which increases your chances of even making more sales. But here's the catch. You don't have full control over your content when you're on these platforms. For instance, you could get banned, blocked, or suspended if you violate their policies. So while it's a solid option to begin with, right, you do have to be cautious and make sure you're following their rules to avoid any issues. Now, while third-party platforms are great for getting started, it's also a good idea to eventually have full control over your content. This is where platforms like Shopify, Podia, Stan, Gumroad, and all of that comes in. These e-commerce platforms give you more freedom and flexibility to run your business the way you want, okay? And these days, there are also AI website builder tools that make it easier to create your own website. So personally, I use WordPress, or more specifically WooCommerce, to sell my digital products, okay? And reason being that WordPress was originally built for blogging, which makes it much easier for your website or store to rank on any search engines with the right keywords. And this is how I get organic sales to my store, as you can see in the screenshot below. It even says organic traffic. Anyways, if you're thinking about selling courses, best believe Seller is also a fantastic option, because it allows for automation, meaning your payments and product deliveries are all handled automatically, giving you more time to focus on growing your business. Plus, you can even start with a free account, which is perfect if you're just starting out. As a beginner, the goal is to get your money as soon as possible, right? So pick the easiest platform to get started with and focus on making sales. You can always scale up later when you're ready. This is the last but not the least. Automate, scale, and market. So now that your product is up and running, it's time to automate and scale your business. This is where things get exciting. You can leverage tools like email marketing, sales funnels, and paid ads to bring in new customers on autopilot. Automation is a game changer. You won't have to manually send each product to your buyers or constantly handle customer service. Once you set up automated systems, everything can run smoothly, even while you sleep. But here's the thing. As a beginner, this should be one of the last steps you focus on, because it does require some budget. You'll need to allocate some funds for paid ads and automation tools, okay? For example, ManyChat is a great tool to help you automate communication with your customers, and it can save you a ton of time too. Now, during the course of my business, I ran ads for a short time, and I was able to reach as many new customers as I had hoped. So if you're selling on platforms like Amazon, Etsy, or similar marketplaces, you can run ads directly on the platform. This helps your product stay on the first page, especially when buyers search for the keyword you're bidding on, okay? So I think it's a fantastic deal for anyone selling on these sites. And on the other hand, if you have your own website, you have the freedom to run all kinds of ads, Google ads, Bing ads, native ads, and more. For me, automation and scaling are absolutely key when you've got the budget to back it up, okay? And while you go through this tutorial over and over, let's not forget about the power of leveraging social media. It's no longer just a nice to have. It's absolutely essential for business growth. It's one of the easiest ways to find your ideal customers and grow your audience. And the brands that really embrace these trends are the ones who will dominate the $466 billion projected market. So don't wait. Start acting now to put your business on the map. I really hope this tutorial was helpful. Drop a comment and let me know if there's anything you'd like me to go into more detail on, or if you'd like a video on something specific. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you learned something new today. I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe and take care. Bye for now.